Good morning, everyone. This is Sarah with the Pickaway County Library, and I'm here to bring you our baby toddler story time. We're going to start out with a song called The Muffin Man. Now, there's no specific movements to this one, so just get up and dance all your wiggles out before we start. Here we go. Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man that lives on Drury Lane? Oh, yes, I know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Yes, I know the Muffin Man that lives on Drury Lane. Now two of us know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Now two of us know the Muffin Man that lives on Drury Lane. Good job! I hope you got all your wiggles out before we read our story together. That's the next thing that we're going to do. Our book today is called The Baker's Dozen. It's written by Dan Andreessen, and we're reading today's book with permission from Macmillan Publishers. The Baker's Dozen. The baker takes great care to make one cream eclair. In the oven, he bakes 2 German chocolate cakes. In tins the perfect size, he bakes 3 cherry pies. The icing drips and runs atop 4 sticky buns. He rolls the dough and then he cuts 5 cookie men. With fruit from mixing bowls, he fills 6 jelly rolls. On doilies shaped like hearts, he places 7 tarts. With icing, he draws doodles on top of 8 warm strudels. Marshmallow slowly heats to make 9 crispy treats. With nuts of many sorts, he bakes 10 little torts. He measures with teaspoons 11 macaroons. He knows just what it takes to make 12 small cupcakes. At last his job's complete, now 13 folks to greet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The end. I hope you enjoyed our story. Thank you for reading along with me. This book and lots of others are available in the Youth Services Department and are ready and available for pickup or to be placed on hold. So get online or come in and see us. Choose some books to read at home. For the next part of our story time, we'll be using our sensory bin. We'll be making our own baby-safe water beads. For this, you'll need some pearl couscous, food coloring, and water. Let's take a look. So step 1 of doing our edible water beads is to find pearl couscous. This we just found over at Kroger in the pasta aisle. And I've measured out 2 cups of couscous here in the bowl. And this is actually a nice sensory experience if you want to let your little ones touch this before you even cook it. It does have that hard texture to it, and then they can compare the differences once it's cooked. We are going to follow the instructions on the side of the package. So in this case, it's 1 1/4 cups of water for the first cup, and then an additional cup of water for each additional cup of couscous. And you're going to let it simmer for 8 to 10 minutes. So I am bringing my water to a boil right now before I put this in to simmer. Now that I have our couscous made and it has simmered for 10 minutes, we're actually going to transfer this into bowls with some cold water and just a few drops of food coloring. And I have 4 colors here set up. And then we're going to let this set for about an hour to absorb the color into the couscous. So we will let these set and then we will come back and see what it looks like. Our couscous has sat for about an hour. I have drained all the extra liquid off of it, and I did give it a quick rinse with just some water. But we are going to add in just a little bit of oil. You can use whatever kind you'd like. This is just to stop it from sticking quite so much when your little one is playing. And we're just going to give that a little stir there. And then after you've mixed these up, we are going to put them into whatever container or dish that you would like your sensory bin to be today. So I just have a silicone baking dish here. So I'm just going to dump them right in. So we have blue and green. And this was the red food coloring, so it turned out slightly pink. And then this was the yellow. So this is just a basic color of food coloring. And with the oil on there, it keeps them from sticking together. And it gives a nice slick texture to the couscous. Now, if your little one does put this into their mouth, you know this is not going to harm them. They can swallow this. It is 100% safe for them to play in and taste. It's not going to taste very spicy or anything. It's going to be quite bland, but the texture of it will be quite interesting for them if they've never had couscous before. You can give them dishes, measuring spoons and things from your kitchen to use as they play and just let them explore. We would love to see some pictures or hear some feedback about what you've used this for. You can do this same type of thing with food coloring and everything with any type of pasta that you have available. So it doesn't just have to be with couscous. It could be with regular noodles or elbow macaronis, whatever you have on hand. We hope you enjoyed this. For our activity today, we'll need our printable cookie jars that are on our Facebook post, some Play-Doh, or even some cookie cereal if you have some at home. Let's take a look. The first thing we're going to do is print out these cookie jar pages from our Facebook post. You can print them in color as well. They are available for you there. Each cookie jar page has a number at the top telling you how many cookies to put into the jar. So we have 1 through 10. So you can print as many or as few as you would like. This is a good time to also practice number recognition and counting with your little ones. So we're going to use some Play-Doh and just break off chunks, and you can roll it into a ball or make it any shape you'd like, and have your little one place them in the jar and then smush them flat to make a cookie. So you can do these however you would like. You can even have some things like beads available that your little one can then put on the cookies to make them look like chocolate chips or decorated cookies, however you would like them. Now, if you do want to reuse these pages, you can laminate them, or you can even just slide them into plastic page protectors. That way the Play-Doh does come off easy and it doesn't leave a grease mark underneath. For our craft today, we'll need our printable gingerbread person, some glue, some small items to decorate, or even some markers, and a piece of brown construction paper. The first thing we're going to do is print out our gingerbread shape from our Facebook post onto just a piece of white paper, and then you're going to cut it out. You can either have your little one decorate directly onto the white paper, or you can use that as a stencil. And I've done that here, and I've cut that out of a brown paper to make it look more like a cookie. Then you can add some small pieces of ribbon, yarn, googly eyes, buttons, or any other small items. So we do also have some markers available so your little ones could draw. We have some sequins, some yarn, we have some little gems that would need some glue, googly eyes, and just some little foam shapes. So any type of items that you have at home that are available are perfect to use for this project. I do have one here already assembled, and it's just very simple. It has a couple buttons like I would put on a snowman, little googly eyes, a drawn-on mouth, and then a couple lines on his arms and legs. That would be where I would normally put icing on a gingerbread man. We would love to see some pictures of how you've chosen to decorate your person if you'd like to share them with us. I hope you enjoyed our story time today and that you'll join us again next week as we continue to read and learn together.